cracking, everybody? Buenos dias, saludos. Man, I just did this whole damn video. The alarm went off and it shut my phone off. Made me restart again. That sucks. All right, so check it out, man. This is how it goes, right? Uh uh oh, I got a question, some questions posed to me for uh the LA County Jail. I guess people want to know more about it, right? LA County Jail, and so I got some questions. They DM me. One of them was if I had ever been a trustee. Uh, no, I've never been a trustee. I've never had the opportunity to be a trustee. Anybody with any kind of serious crime or looking at some time or actively functioning as a gang member, you cannot be a trustee under no circumstances. Uh, Trustees are for people that are programming. They're for people that are not looking at a lot of time. They're for people that there's very slim chance that they're going to try to gonna escape. You know what I mean? Or let's be honest, pass weapons and do stuff like that, or drugs, or whatever they want to do. So trustees are they got a certain level of trust. I think that's why they call them trustee, right? So, for one, the cops won't hire you if you got a serious crime or you're looking at some time or they see that you're participating in acting the gang violence. Uh, Two, the homies don't like it. I was there in 91, 92, and 93, and it was frowned upon. If you were a trustee, if you went to a trustee dorm, that was just, you know what I mean? I'm just putting it out. Um, I don't know how true that is today, but even back then, it was frowned upon. It was in like something that people liked or wanted happening, right? So for me to be a trustee was out of the question. Uh, the second question was about locking your cell, right? Well, there's different facilities, right? So let me explain. Supermax has 600, 700, it has 500, 600, 700, 800. 500, I believe, is a trustee dorm. 600 is, up there. 700, same thing. 800 was smaller dorms so they can get better control of the inmates. They can watch them and monitor them better. So that was for the troublesome people. 800. I think it went to 100 Man South. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been 75. It might have been 50. I don't know. Versus 6 and 700 was double capacity of 800. At least this is what happened in my day, right? So it was kind of like if you were a troublesome kid, that's where you went. That's where you went and got that's where you put. I actually like 800 better than 6 or 700, but that was my thing, right? So now you can go to the Huda will tell you, hey, go sweep out the day room for me, and then you can get vending. And usually the Hudas would pick random people, right? So if you got in there, you can go, you sweep out this room where you're locked in for a little bit. It's a big space. And then he would take you to vending, and then you can buy yourself sodas or chips or candies. And homies would give you fatty out to buy them stuff, and you were allowed to buy a certain amount of stuff, right? So, which it was cool, you know what I mean? But it wasn't a trustee job. Trustee job, like I said, you can't do it. There is no cells in Supermax except if you go to the hole. Then they got righteous cells. But of course you're locked up all the time, right? Versus the county, the only place that you cannot or that you can walk around and move around and leave your cell open is a trustee dorm. So a regular homie like me could not go to a trustee dorm. So of course you're locked up. You're always slammed down. There's no ifs, buts, ends about it. You know what I mean? A lot of it depends on your custody, what you've been arrested for, the level of violence that you're more likely to commit. So yes, you can't have your cell door open. That's just not something that you do. You are slammed down majority of the time. The day room, like in, let's just for example, 4400, it's like a little small dorm. Then they had 9500, which was a huge dorm. 9400, 9300. They're big dorms and they're extremely violent. At the time, I don't know about now, but those were dorms and there was no cells in them. But once you got to a cell living in the county, you were locked down. There's no way they're leaving your cell open. In my day, you weren't allowed to talk to Huras cops for any prolonged period of time. That's a no-no. That was something to get you killed. You know, there's just, when you're in the county and you're fighting your case or whatever it may be, right? The best thing for you to do is just stay away from everybody. Handle your business. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't, hey, I'll do it. That kind of thing. But at the same time, when a Hura come to talk to you, like, yes, no, I'm gone. You get away from it. You can't sit there and have a conversation with the cop. That's a no-no. You get your ass in trouble. There's some kind of misunderstanding where people say that you might do favors for the Huras. That's not true. You're supposed to stay away from them. Period. You know, long conversations. You get what you're going for. I need a bar of soap. You go to home. You go to the Hura to the gate. You tell me, hey, I need a bar of soap. Hura comes to bring you a cake, a bar of soap. He starts you, how's your day? Hey, it's going beautiful, and leave. That's it. There's no conversation. So those are the 3 questions I was asked. I answered them. Have a blessed one, you guys.